Hi guys. Hello everyone, hello everyone. Kindly subscribe, share, follow, do everything you can do to help a sister is getting to the podcast. Have good people around you. This is the topic for this next episode. Hello everyone, I'm Oluwadara Simi and welcome to the new episode. Welcome to episode 2 of the L.I.F.E Podcast. Of course, here we'll talk about life in a different manner. We talk about life in love, life in identity, life in faith, and life in experiences. So join me, listen, and enjoy. Yeah, today we're talking about friends. Why friends? I'm talking about friends because I know that I have good friends. I'm talking about friends because I know have had past friendship outbreaks. I'm talking about friends because there are still people out there that need to be your friends. I'm talking about friends because there are people out there that don't need to be your friends. I'm talking about friends because some people just need to be your acquaintance, not your friend. I'm talking about friends because some are just your enemies. Open your eyes and see. Yeah, I'm talking about friends because I love my friends and I know that God put them around me for a specific reason. For a lot of reasons though, yeah. But I know the specific one and I'm grateful to God for that. Yeah. I'm open to meeting new friends, coming entering into my future. That sounded very serious, like entering into my future. Every yesterday is the past. I mean, entering into a new day is like entering into your future. Don't mind me, Jerry. So, yeah, I think that's the part I wanted to bring out. Yeah, I'm glad I have good friends. I'm glad I have good acquaintances. I'm glad I have people that are there for me. My pastor would normally say, have people around you, good people, by the way, and have people that will tell you things about you, have people that will compliment you. Of course, I'm not quoting my pastor. I'm just saying, what's that English? I'm paraphrasing what my pastor said. Yeah. So my pastor has mentioned about it that um have good people around you, have people that will compliment you, warn you, tell you things basically about you that you probably do not know. Let me give you an example. I'm this kind of person that I used to say, oh, I'm very beautiful. I'll look at myself and say I'm beautiful. Most of them beautiful is because I've had people around me that have told me, oh, you have nice lashes, you have nice eyeballs, you have a nice shape of nose, your ears are not too big, you look beautiful. Oh, I like your lips. Well, not in a bad way, oh, like just normal. People that have complimented me, people that have made me feel beautiful. Yeah. And those people don't necessarily have to be the other gender. Yeah. So my parents and my friends in that kind of situation, my siblings, my actual friends, even God has said that I'm wonderfully and beautifully made. So who am I to think I'm not beautiful? Yeah. So my acquaintances too, though. Even my enemies have complimented me. I won't call them my enemies. I don't know what to call them. People that are not your friends. What are they? Do you guys get me? I'm glad I'm recording this episode because I get to look at it later in the future and be happy. Now I'm speaking prophetically that I get to listen to this episode 2 of my podcast and be happy that I didn't say things the wrong way and be happy that I'm still with my friends and be happy that I'm still a good friend or I'm still a good acquaintance to people. Well, seriously, just be a good person in general. But the major thing is be a good friend. Sometimes I do some things and I wonder, oh, what I did now, can I classify it as being a good friend? Well, sometimes we get it right, sometimes we do not. But the reasons why we get it all wrong is because whenever we do not get it right, we now decide to take it as what it is rather than working on ourselves and changing. Um, Let me say a story. So I have a friend. I have a friend that we became friends because of like the main reason why we became friends was because I had just gotten away from a friendship outbreak, which I wasn't expecting, or will I say, which I was expecting, but was immature to get my emotions together or put my mind together before it happened. That gist to be a later gist because I don't want to give that gist without giving the full details, like mentioning names or, just saying things that would point that, oh, this is the person. So I would just like briefly, let me not do that. Let me just say, yeah. So I have a friend like that, and she's sincere, she's blunt. Well, sometimes she's shy, sometimes she's here and there, but most of the times, especially from the way we communicate, I can see that she mirrors her feelings whenever it comes to me. Whenever I'm doing something unreasonable, she calls me out, oh, you're being unreasonable. And whenever I do things that are reasonable, she would also give me my accolades like I deserve it. Yeah, I would not also I wouldn't say have friends that are good, have acquaintances that are good too, have people that are good around you. People can be around you and they don't have to be your friends. People can be around you. I mean, you can have acquaintances. I don't know what is wrong with us, oh, but I've heard that it's unfair when you call some people your acquaintances. I believe that when you don't draw a limit between, you don't, let me rephrase what I'm about to say so I don't come off as wrong. When you have a group of people around you and you don't put boundaries in between, oh, you're my friend, you're my acquaintance. Things go up oh, if you don't. I'm very serious. Things go up, like I said. If there's no definite ground, if everybody is your friend, you are hurting yourself in advance. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you cannot have a large group of friends or like, and of course, that's just it. You cannot have a large group of people around you and call all of them friends. I'm just saying those that should not enter your friendship corner should not get to enter until they earn a spot there actually. By the time you are opening your heart to every Tom and Jack, you will enjoy that. There will be no space. Everybody would have entered, and you yourself, you won't be able to breathe. You won't be able to breathe. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense, but I'm just like speaking out of inspiration. Normal. I would have written out what I want to talk about, but picking up the mic now, I just want to speak freely. Not like I did not plan to make this episode about friends, but what exactly I didn't plan what I would be talking about exactly. This is me giving a shout out to one of my friends. Guys, this particular lady, she does not know how high I place her in my mind. She's a very good person. She is a very good person. We don't talk every day. Sometimes, sef, I don't think we talk like friends, but I know that she's my friend. That's just how it is. And I like it like that. Whenever I think about what she does, I'm just happy that I have somebody that does this. And I'm glad that I will call her name at this point. I'm giving this special shout out to Mojola. I'm not going to say, well, maybe I should. Mojola Jesu Victoria. I think that's a page on YouTube. If you get to listen to this, kindly check her out. Mojola is a good person. The other day when I posted my podcast, I'd been having back to back work and I was tired. I didn't feel like doing anything. I just posted it. I've had it on my phone for like about a week. So I'm like, let me just rush edit, post it. Then I didn't do any promotions. I just felt tired. Presently, I also feel tired, but I'm going to do this regardless because there's one thing my other friend used to say. She used to say, whether it's comfortable, whether it's not comfortable, you need to show up. She does not say it the way I say it. She they vex for me whenever she says that. Yeah. So still talking about what Mujala did. So I had posted, and a particular night I was talking to my cousin like 3 nights after posting. I'm like, there's this particular babe, so and so, and it just came to my mind that Mujala is not going to like this when she sees it, that I posted a video and I didn't promote it. That was how I saw her, like in high esteem. I knew she was going to call me out. I knew she was going to warn me or something. So I had thought about it, and then the Holy Spirit was like, message her. And I sent a message and she was like, oh, she was also about to send a message. Why didn't I promote my podcast? And I just had to apologize, and I was grateful for that moment. Maybe that was what I needed, because not like I didn't want to do this thing, but I needed that push, and she gave me the push. In that particular night, I was thinking of ideas, thinking of what to do. Although I know I've not done enough and I need to do better with the promotion of my podcast, but it felt nice. Like I felt relieved. I felt happy that I had somebody that would just say, you're getting it all wrong. Why not do it this way? Why not do it that way? Not like that's how it's going to be every time. I'm not trying to encourage being lazy or being, what's the English? I don't even know exactly what I did. You guys understand. But in summary, it's just have good people around you. People that are worthy enough to be called friends. People that are worthy enough to be your ride or die, to be your paddy, to be your pal, to be somebody you can talk to without feeling like whatever you tell them you're going to hear it outside someday. Somebody you can talk to, feeling free. I want to ask one sincere question. How many of us, if you get to listen to this podcast, actually see God as their friend? I promise this was not even, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. There used to be a time where I could not just see God as my paddy. I don't know. I think growing up, they have always just painted God to be Oga, to be, yes, sir, my boss. Bow your head, kneel down. I don't know. When, let me give this scenario. When you're working with a boss that is non-approachable, you just get the command, you do it, and then you give your respect, you get out of the sight. Like that was exactly how I felt. I wouldn't give any accolades to any other person apart from God, actually. Because the more they now start saying, oh, God can be your friend, God can, He did not encourage me to do nothing. The only thing that helped me was actually God, and getting to understand that I could actually speak to Him because He's my buddy, and I can also respect Him because He's my creator. I wish I knew that earlier. If not only knowing, because I knew, I heard, I wouldn't say I didn't hear, but I wish I accepted that as my reality earlier. Maybe that would have helped me at my early stage. Maybe I would have known that I could tell him about every single thing about me, about my day, even though he sees it. But I'm grateful that I know now. So if you're listening and you don't know, I'm telling you now, and I'm hoping that you're going to listen. There are many more stories to talk about when it comes to friendship. I remember I thought somebody was my friend, and the moment another person entered into the picture, I immediately became my enemy. Well, that was all secondary school banter. I think about it and I'm happy it happened because it made me wiser. I thought about this thing yesterday and I'm like, if that did not happen, maybe I wouldn't have known that some people don't have to be your friends. Friendship is not by force. Yes, friendship is not by force. If you want to be my friend and I'm not giving you the vibe, stay clear. You can always be a friend from afar. You can always just be an admirer. You can always, you can appreciate somebody without actually being their friend. You can know somebody without being their friend. Why are we trying to force something when I feel like friendship is natural? If I'm supposed to be your friend, it's going to happen. Although there are intentional ways to make somebody your friend because you now show that you are responsible enough to be my friend. But then there's a schedule sometimes. So people overdo it. And I think we know when we overdo it. So we should probably work on ourselves. When you're thinking in your mind, am I overdoing it? Confirm from another person. Don't be the one to judge if you're overdoing it or not. Confirm from another person and let them tell you the truth. You see that most times we actually know that we're overdoing it and we are overdoing it. Yeah. So how many times have I said in summary? But for real, because this podcast is about to come to an end. 20 minutes is almost time, and the is it ring bearer? In secondary school, what they used to call people that used to ring the bell? I can't remember. It's so funny because I used to be so fascinated about these people. I felt like they were these special people. But yeah, in summary, have good people around you, have good friends, have good acquaintances, have good admirers, have good people in general, and be a good person. Because the truth is, if you are a bad person and you are expecting people to be good to you, you are being unfair. If you're a bad friend and you are expecting to have good friends, you are still being unfair. If you're a bad friend to God and you are expecting God to be your good friend, what exactly can we do in this life to satisfy you? Don't you know that whatever you sow, you shall reap? Actually, if you know that, you will know that being good actually brings good. See, I just did rhymes. That felt so good. Thank you guys for listening to me. Um, the the next episode will be about something nice too. And I'm hoping that the next one I'll be able to talk, and bring the vibe as usual. I hope that you guys have a lovely rest of the week ahead. I love you so much and I appreciate you listening to my voice. Like I would say, this voice is going to reach the ends of the earth. So why not just be part of the first set of people to listen and enjoy, soak in this anointing. Bye, guys. I love you.